Hello, welcome to Bad Girls Guide to Love with Dr. Ayo. I'm so glad that you've joined me today. I know there was a lot of suspense about where I've been and why I haven't been posting and recording, so I wanted to share with you some things that have been going on in my life because you have always been so open and honest about sharing your stories with me. So for the last few weeks, I've been dealing with the death and burial of my father. My father and I were estranged, and so we didn't have this great relationship that people generally have with their fathers or parents. And that relationship and reflecting on that during this time has really caused me to do some introspection and look at myself and my life and where my inspiration for all of this has come from. And I wanted to share some of that with you. Because my dad wasn't involved in my life and he didn't really take part in making me who I was as a person or add to my view of relationships or teach me about relationships, I think that truly left a void in me. I felt I wasn't good enough. I thought people were expendable, that they just leave, especially men. And I think that affected me in a number of ways. I think that whole good girl mentality of pleasing people and worrying about what other people needed became a pattern for me because I was worried that they either wouldn't stay or that if they got to know the real me and focused on me, then they wouldn't like what they saw. And I also really just didn't believe in love and fairy tales and romance because, hey, my own father was gone. My parents' relationship wasn't a fairy tale. It wasn't a romance. It was real. And real life may hurt you or not live up to your expectations. And I really just wasn't ready to do that at that time. And so I went through life, kind of not focused on relationships, focusing on other people and being pleasing and just really trying to get affection and attention in some of the wrong ways. And that was not making me happy. And as I saw and looked at other people and saw that they were being happy, they were in relationships and they were enjoying them and love was prosperous for them and thriving for them. I wanted that for myself and wondered why I couldn't have that. And it was because I needed to do the work. I had to improve my self-esteem. I had to work on my abandonment issues and fear of being vulnerable because there were a lot of improvements in your life or expectations that you can have that relationships can provide for you. I wanted to come home to someone every day and be able to share my life with someone, but the way I was functioning, it wasn't conducive to that. So I did the work. I did therapy. I looked at myself. I was introspective. I changed some of the circumstances and I basically took power over my life. I had control over how things were going. And I saw that my pleasing behavior and thinking about other people and fearful that they wouldn't love me because I didn't feel good enough was affecting me and impacting me. And I vowed to change that. And I did. I did the work. I changed my circumstances, redid things and got rid of toxic people and put myself in some of the right situations to change my life and do better. And going to this funeral and bringing things full circle really showed me how far I've come. And I was able to forgive and show some love and be respectful of the situation because I am now in control of my life. I'm empowered. I have that self-love and not that self-doubt. That void that was left by the missing father was gone. And it felt so good to be able to acknowledge that and really truly forgive and move forward. And I want all of this for you. I want you to be able to have the life and love you deserve no matter what your circumstances, no matter what your story is. You can overcome poor self-esteem, self-doubt, fear of vulnerability, fear of intimacy. You can be different. You can turn your life around. And I want to help you do that. I've learned professionally how to do that. I've learned personally, as you see, how to do that. And I can use all of that to help you change your life and get the love in life you deserve. And you don't have to go through all the ups and downs that I went through to do that. You've got me, and I'm here, and I'll be helping you with the Bad Girl's Guide to Love, learning how to release yourself from the prison you've put yourself in that has left you lonely and fearful and pretending that you don't want love in your life, or thinking you don't need love in your life, or making excuses for why you don't have love in your life. It's time for that to be over and for you to have what you deserve. And I can't wait to see you do that. And I'll be there right along with you. This has been your Bad Girl's Guide to Love with Dr. Ayo. Thanks for listening to my story. Thanks for being here with me.